You must really love me.
Shut up, or I'll turn your fat ass into mutton stew.
Glad you two are having fun.
These guys have the weirdest relationship of any of the other sheep here. It's
How's it going?
crazy.
Life really is full of surprises.
Well, at least you seem to be enjoying yourself.
Well, I don't want to have any more regrets. I'm going to move forward. That's all I can do.
For sure. Ori is running around like a maniac, so if all of a sudden the game cuts out, I apologize. I don't know what he's going on about. It's just that 3 a.m. surge he has going on, but what's up?
A lot's happened, but it all worked out. Thanks to you.
Well, glad to hear. But you are the one who put the effort in.
Yeah, wow. Nice, quick, concise conversation. Love it. What about you guys?
Yo, you guys are safe.
Watching you climb is giving me some ideas. It looks like the big one isn't coming yet. You okay?
Yeah.
The huge monsters really get to you, don't they? In my case, it's my dad. My father was a great man who built a fortune with his own 2 hands. He was a real man, always surrounded by women. He always told me to be like him, but I was a failure to my dad. Everything I did just pissed him off. I was hit, kicked, ignored, and in the end, I was abandoned. I managed to make ends meet and came this far.
Seriously?
I'm probably still looking for him to acknowledge me, to love me, to forgive me. The passion to reach the top, to be with women. God, I'm just mimicking my goddamn father. I wanted to be like my dad, for him to recognize me and my existence.
You don't say. I'm a bit like you.
I see. All right, I'll talk to you up above. Keep climbing, and meet me later.
You got it.
Ready for more daddy issues with our friend Regent.
Everyone's insecure, even when you're older and grown up.
Yeah, you're telling me.
I'm not the only one being tied down by something here.
No, you're not. And again, a very quick conversation. I'll take it gladly. How about you, Mr. Throat Breath?
What? I've considered giving up so many times, but I can't. I keep thinking about her. Is that a sin too?
Hey.
Yeah,
Forgive me.
sure. Whatever you say. Alright, why are you sitting in the pews?
Sorry. I don't have any more techniques to tell you. I don't have the will to go on either.
Hey, man.
There's a girl I've been seeing for several years, but I've never worked up the nerve to bite the bullet and marry her. I've got a heavy cross to bear. I can't share that burden with the one I love. So, I should split up with her, but I can't. I'm a weakling and a liar.
Cross.
I don't need freedom. I just want punishment. It's the truth. I'm tired. I can't think of any more techniques.
Hang on, I just thought of something. Have you heard this one?
Allow me to explain the marching spider. If you're trapped, try pushing out blocks to make new footing. As you connect more blocks to it, all you have to do is hang and move.
Oh, I see. You're just incredible. Seeing you makes me remember something important. The passion I once had when I was just starting my reporting career. Back then, I believed I could save people.
Aren't you doing that right now? With your techniques?
I don't know. But it looks like I have no choice but to move ahead.
Yeah, that's it. It's the truth, right?
Right.
Man, everyone here is utterly depressing. This guy had a suicide he feels responsible for. This guy was abused. Still don't know what's going on with him, but it's causing him to smoke himself to death. It's insane. Alright, sunglasses. What other travesty of life experiences do you have to share with us today?
The pieces of the puzzle are starting to come together. You're Vincent, aren't you? You're always a strange man. I figured it out from watching you talk to the other sheep. I wanted to become like you. Me? You always listen to other people's problems, just like you do now. And eventually, they'd forget their problems, change the subject, and laugh all their worries away. I was laughing too, behind you. It was comforting being around you. That's what I just remembered.
I don't remember anything like that happening.
When I first ended up in here, I thought I wouldn't mind dying. My life had been an empty 32 years. I figured I'd lived too long, but then I met you again. You encouraged me in the bar. And here, thanks. You've inspired me to keep going.
I'll see you again. It's a promise.
Oh, I love it when they start blending reality with this dreamscape. It's so good.
Thanks. You've inspired me to keep going.
I'll see you again. It's a promise.
Yeah, just the fact that he's beginning to kind of recognize Vincent. Oof, it's good. And do we have anything else with you?
Let's review your techniques.
No, I'm good.
It's all right. Never mind. Let's just keep going.
So just as a brief reminder, in case you didn't know, if you don't keep talking to these people, both at the Stray Sheep and on the landings, they won't be here later on in the game, and this is going to be one of the last points that we're ever going to talk to all of them. So the fact that they're all here is looking good for us, but as always, let's take a quick save and continue onwards. And so there we have our 20th slot filled, which means we're now going to have to start saving over, you know, the earlier slots, which is fine, but ladies and gentlemen, my name is Allison Cruz and welcome to Catherine Full Body. We are getting to the end of our time here in the Spiral Corridor and we're about to enter the Cathedral. I'm so excited, but first we have more questions in the confessional. So, how's it going?
Hey, I'm here.
I see you. Take a seat. I knew you'd come. I'm not surprised anymore. Any sheep who made it this far wouldn't die so easily now.
This is the 12th question. What would you order at a restaurant you've never been to before?
Ooh, this is a good question. So would you go with something you're familiar with, which sounds very odd and plain and honestly something I do a little often, or would you be a little more adventurous and optimistic and, you know, order something you've never had? That kind of terrifies me because in case I don't like it, I have a very specific taste that I enjoy, and I feel like I would be so embarrassed if I brought something that the chef labored over and I was like, you know, not feeling it. But yeah, I think this is the right choice in this situation if we want to get with Rin. It's growing.
I see. So that's your selection. All right, let me say this, just so you'll understand. If you're able to pass the next trial, the Cathedral awaits you.
Get past this part. Isn't the goal right there?
That's right. The 8th floor, the Cathedral, is where you will find an end to this. And freedom. Do you remember what we talked about last time? The path of freedom will be open to those who reach the holy pinnacle. If you make it, what kind of freedom would you want?
Listen to you. Isn't it obvious? The freedom to love whoever I want.
I see. Let's hurry then. There's still more levels on this floor.
Bring it on.
Okay, are you guys ready? Whew. I'm excited. Now, let's see what we got here. I'm curious to see what people actually answered though. So, yeah, a lot of people actually would go with something they've never had, which is the opposite of what I would do. I mean, to like an extent, I would try to go for other things, but normally I just keep it pretty safe. So men are more likely to, you know, go with something new, whereas women are not. I mean, granted, that's only like 3/5 of the bar filled, but it's very curious. Huh. Well done, game. Well done. Good question. I'm gonna make sure to take these notes for podcast fodder, you know?
The trial stages continue on. Some locations will allow you to change your path. Choose the one that makes for an easier climb.
Looks like I still have a ways to go. I don't have a choice.
Commencing Area 3. Are you ready?
Oh boy, this looks like it's going to be a ton of fun. Nothing down there again, so let's go ahead and get started. There is something I will say about the background, though, is that I really like the way that it reminds me a lot of that bit in Wind Waker when you're running away from the Helmrock King, and just something about it is just so visceral. I don't know, I like it a lot. Also, I think I'm screwing things up here. Hold on. Let's try... No, I think I'm gonna probably stick with this. I was thinking way too much into it, but I don't think that's something we need to do. So let's try this. This will probably work out a little bit better. There we go. Easy. Now, on the other hand, let's actually give ourselves a little bit more space on this front so we can grab some of this. Yeah. However, I'm gonna go ahead and put this right there just in case. Although, shit, hold on. Oh, you know what? We still have the block, so we're probably fine. So we'll use it right here, just to give ourselves a little bit more. Whoop, that's not what I wanted to have happen there. Shit. All right, let's try it one more time. We'll start with this one. Yeah, just some of this is weird. I don't think we really need the money. It's only 1,000 coins for schmucks, but it does give us a little bit of extra space to work with here. So even if we decided we wanted to do this nonsense, this would be good. Although we didn't have to because we're already here at the top. Wonderful. And it looks like we have a bit of a... we have more to work with here. Left or right? Okay. And also, ooh, interesting. There's a pillow here. That's kind of cool. Alright, we'll take this side. Let's see what we can come with here. Because it does look like... Ooh, there's a bounce pad. Which means there's probably something good over there. Let's go with this. Going up these towers of 2, I always get myself confused. But if we bring it down just a notch, I think we'll be fine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's try this. Boom. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, do we need to move this thing? I have a feeling we might need to right there. Nope, just gonna concuss myself. Don't worry about it. Cool. Alright, we made it. So checkpoint, and we're already almost there. So, no, down. There we go. Sometimes the controls in this, man, they get to me. It's just, they're so inconsistent. Also, one death up here. And I think we're just gonna have to do this thing, right? Should I use the platform? It's right there. Yeah, alright, fine. They gave it to us for a reason, so why not? Yeah, that wasn't too bad, actually. We're done. Excellent. Whew. Not bad at all.
You're becoming an old hand at this.
Thank you. I almost could not hear you over the awesome jingle. But ladies and gentlemen, the final landing of the spiral corridor. And everyone's here. Or is it the last one? Because we have the boss, and then other things.
Looks like it's been forever since Ren was here. You know, it's only been a little while.
I think there is one more landing, because we have 4 floors on this one. This is only the 3rd landing. Uh-oh.
I saw that sheep who was selling stuff fall into the darkness.
Seriously?
I think all his money was too heavy for him. He was surrounded by a cloud of coins as he fell, shining brilliantly in the light. He looked like a shooting star.
He looked like a shooting star falling to his death down the spiral corridor. He was eaten by a giant Helmrock King, and he didn't even give a shit.
Wealth won't save your life here. You have to climb.
I'm honestly surprised he made it this high, all things considered.
The trials here are just like life. You're walking a tightrope, chasing the thinnest sliver of hope. And if you slip up, it's all over. But now, I know why I must live.
Why is that?
I used to live my life for someone else, but now I'm living for myself. And the one thing I want to do most is to love Anna. Living is quite simple, but we make it complicated. Now that I've come to these realizations, I can climb with everything I've got. I'm not the powerless me, the one that was chained down by other people's expectations. I can forge my own way now. I'll see you again, Vincent.
That's it, Daniel. Let's do our best.
Oh, man.
See you again, Vincent.
That's it, Daniel. Let's do our best.
All right.
I've been honest. I bet I'll see her again today.
Who?
My wife. Who left. She left me. After my business failed. And now she says she wants me to come back. Is she mocking me? It's her fault for betraying me. At least, that's what I told myself. I couldn't face going back to an empty home. And even then, I could hear her crying, and I knew it was me who was being selfish, and it's my fault she's not with me.